out in front of you as well. So I am super excited about this. Went for a very long run yesterday, and what my body needs is some Flex 5. I'm absolutely psyched. So yeah, so set yourself up. Apart from that, you might want to grab a brick, but that's less essential. We'll just be using that if you do need to create yourself a little extra space, a little get those words out, a little extra support. Awesome stuff. If you're joining on Instagram and you're wondering how you can get involved with our Zoom room and access our Rise TV app and all of our online resources, you just kind of head over to our website, rise.co.uk/online, and all of the info is there. So we have our own app, Rise TV. You can see all the videos of previous classes, all the live streaming. There's going to be loads of courses and content added into that as well. So if you're interested in getting more out of your Rise virtual experience, do head over and check that out. We've also got loads of new merch that is going to be on the shop soon on the website. So got some really funky t-shirts. My personal favourite, what a planker t-shirt. I'm basically had to wrestle myself out of it. Finally needed a wash. We've got some really cool new crops as well as some cool Rise Star Wars style t-shirts and some Be Your Best Self t-shirts, as well as our pre-existing products. So have a look, check that out as well. So yep, head over to our website. We've also got all the links to our Spotify playlist there. If you're looking for some Rise tunes, they will all be up there as well. So the other final thing to say is if you are a Rise member or a Rise virtual member, you can also book in and head into the Zoom room, which means I get to see you. Hey guys, I can see people jumping in now. And you can jump in via Wellness Living or through the app as well. Any problems with any of those or any questions or anything you don't know, do just drop us a message on Facebook anytime, and we're always here to chat. All right, we've got 20 seconds to get started. So just as we said before, if you haven't already done so, do just try and grab yourself a strap. So thinking about just finding yourself anything you can use as a strap. So dressing gown, belt, t-shirt, anything at all. And when you're ready, come on down and find your way into a wide leg child's pose. So bring the knees out wide towards the edges of the mat, big toes together, hips down towards the heels, and stretching the spine long out in front of you. Closing the eyes. And just finding some really full, deep breaths in. And deep breaths into the lower back, into the spine. To the hips and the shoulders release. Just taking a few moments to reset, to let go. Really feeling into the depth of that inhale and exhale. And as the breath slows down, just letting the body soften and the mind slow down. Letting go of anything you don't need, anything that doesn't serve you right now. Just here to have fun, to move, to enjoy our flow. So do remember, just modify, adapt as you need. The most important thing about our yoga practice is to feel good and to work into expressions of the poses that give you what you need today. When you're ready, just taking one more really deep inhale. Exhale. And from there, grounding down with the hands, roll on up and finding your way to a table pose. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Thinking about spreading the fingers out wide, engaging the core. And from there, working through cat-cow. So just inhaling, letting the gaze lift, opening up the heart. And exhale, squeezing in the abdominals, stretching out, chin to chest, extending out through the whole back body from tailbone to the tip of the neck. Inhale to open out once again. Let the gaze lift, draw the shoulders back. And exhale, strong through the core. Press away, lengthen and lift. Squeeze the glutes. One more inhale. And from there, exhale, tuck the toes, engage the core. Press those hips up high, find a down dog. So just take a few moments to set yourself up in your down dog. Thinking about spreading the fingers out wide. The pointer fingers are facing forwards, grounding down. Almost imagine you're gripping onto the mat, pressing the second knuckle into the mat. Squeezing in the abdominals, sending the hips high. Wrapping the triceps away from the ears, feeling the creases of the elbows come up to the sky. And start to imagine as the hips lift high, the heels sink towards the mat. Don't worry about getting them all the way there. The aim of our downward facing dog is to create space in the back body. So thinking about finding that lovely lengthening through the calves, through the hamstrings. You can take a little lift of the quads. Deep inhale. Exhale. Maybe take a little pedal out if you want to bring some movement in. Maybe a little sway from side, whatever feels good. For 3, inhale. Exhale. Just a strong, slow start to practice. 2. Really connecting in with that inhale. Exhale. From there, start to walk the feet towards the hands. And finding your way into a floppy forward fold. Thinking about moving the weight into the toes, lifting the hips high. And from there, let the head and the shoulders relax. Release. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale to relax. Head and shoulders. Letting the whole back body become more spacious. The shoulders, the neck relax. Again, if you want to take some free movement, a little sway, a little pedal, whatever feels nice, rocking on. Working here for another 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And from there down, ground down the feet, engage the core, root to rise, lift, extend. Inhale, opening the heart out to the sky, shoulders back, perfect. And exhale, swan dive, folding forwards, bending the knees if you need to, hands plant, head drop, shoulders relax. Inhale, extend, find your long flat back, coming up high on the fingertips, or bring hands to shins, squeeze the core, hips over heels, inhale. And exhale, refold, plant the hands and hop, step, or jump, finding your way to a plank pose. Hands underneath the shoulders. Once again, pointer fingers facing forwards, wrapping the upper arms in, squeeze the core, find power and strength in the legs. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards and start to bend slowly through the elbows, coming into low plank. Rolling onto the tops of the feet. Inhale, hips drop, spine lifts, engage the core, and squeeze the glutes, point the toes up dog. And exhale your way to a downward facing dog. So just take some time, reset that dog, wrapping the triceps in, squeezing in the abdominals, inhale, exhale. So just letting the body reset once again for 3. So feeling into that breath, letting the breath lengthen the spine. Exhale, 2. One more, inhale, exhale. And from there, start to walk the feet towards the hands, finding your way into a floppy forward fold. Inhale, moving the body weight forwards. Exhale, relax and release, soften. Again, a little shake, a little wiggle out, whatever feels nice for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. And from there, ground down with the feet, rise tall. Inhale, lift and stretch up, opening out, inhale. And exhale, folding back down. First plank-based flow. Inhale, extend and stretch up. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step or jump, finding your way to a plank. Hands underneath the shoulders, really firm up those arms, engage the core. From there, we're going to march the feet. So we're lifting up one foot, lifting up the other. Really squeeze the glutes. Try and keep the hips stable. And think about this powerful movement coming from the glute max rather from the toes. So we're squeezing, marching, working here for 5. So really focus on that power. 4. Pressing hard with hands into mat. 3. Well done. 2. One more. And from there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Perfect. So stretch back. Set yourself up in your down dog. Spread the fingers out wide. Engage the core. Send the hips high. Left foot grounds. Right foot lifts up to the sky. Engage that right glute. Left heel to the earth. Inhale. And exhale, drive. Knee to nose. Squeeze the core. Inhale, lift and stretch and extend. And exhale, squeeze and drive. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale that right foot up to the sky. Roll forwards and find a 3-leg plank. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards. If you need to plant that right foot down, do so. If you can, keep it up as we lower down, 3-leg lower. Press back up, strong core. 2 more, 3-leg lower. And strong core, press up. Final time, 3-leg lower. And plant both feet up, dog. Exhale, down dog. Stretching up, reaching up. Take a moment, set yourself up. Ready to go left side. When you're ready, left foot rises. Inhale, reach and extend. Right heel to the earth. Exhale, drive that knee into nose. Inhale, reach and stretch. Squeeze the core, drive that knee in. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot high, scissoring the legs together. Moving the body weight forwards, 3-leg plank, strong glutes. From there, 3 lower. So use the toes, move the body weight forwards, plant both feet if you need to. Lower down. And strong core back up. 2 more. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards and lower. Strong back up. 1 more time. Lower. And plant both feet. Inhale. Exhale all the way back. Downward facing dog. Have a little pedal, a little shake out. Notice where you've gone. Strong core. Inhale. Exhale. From there, bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale. Reaching long with the spine, stretch out. Exhale, fold, relax. Ground down with the feet, rise, squeeze the core, lift and extend. Beautiful. Exhale, fold straight down. Second flow. Inhale, extend and stretch. And exhale, plant the hands. Hop, step, jump, finding plank. From there, we're just going to take the right foot up. Right foot lands behind left and lift the hips high. Reach and extend, open out through the front side of the body. Squeezing in the glutes. Stretch out, lift, inhale. Exhale. So we're focusing on lengthening out through the front of the hip flexors, opening out through the heart space. Deep breaths in. And out, stretch and lift. 3. Deep inhale. Exhale. So we're aiming to find space here. So feel length in the spine. 2. And 1, fallen triangle, right hand plants. Right foot floats under the body, left hand lifts. Stretch and reach, squeeze the core. Focus on opening up through the heart. If you're feeling it, have a little play, lifting and lowering that bottom leg. Really thinking about powering into the glutes. Squeeze the core for stability. 3. Well done. 2. And 1, back to plank. From there, use the toes, move the body weight forwards, lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stretching up tall with the hips, fingers are spread wide. Right foot rises, right heel comes to the bum, left heel is coming to the earth. Scorpion leg dog. Spreading the fingers out wide, stretch up and rotate. Right hip is above left. We're opening out through the hips. Deep breath in. And out. Feel length in the side body here. So try to feel that the hips are sending high, the left leg is lengthening, the side body is lengthening. For 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. So really yawn and open out. 1 more breath in. And out. Right foot meets left. Bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, extend, stretch out. Exhale, fold. Grounding down with the feet, rise up, lift up, inhale. And exhale, refold. Inhale, long, flat back. And exhale, plant the hands, hop, step, or jump. Find your way to plank. And when you're ready, second side. So left foot's now going to lift up. Left foot plants and lift up, stretch up, opening out through the whole front side of the body. So squeezing the glutes, focusing on that extension through the front side of the body. Inhaling. And exhale. Imagine the hips are being lifted high. Really create that power, that lift from the feet, and from there, let the whole of the front side of the body extend. Well done. Stretch and reach for 3. So lovely way to extend and lengthen. 2. 1 more breath in. And out. Left hand plants. Left foot comes under the body. Right hand peels up to the sky. Stretching up, reaching up, finding that lift. And when you're ready, we're going to lower and lift that left leg if you're feeling it. Thinking about powering the outer glute for 5. Squeeze the glutes. 4. Well done. 3. Really powering into the outside of that left leg. 2. And 1. Find your way to plank. Use the toes. Move the body weight forwards. Lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send those hips up high. Reset. Make sure you've got those hands powerful into the mat. Left foot rises, left heel in towards the bum. Lengthening through the side body. Starting to find that rotation, that length. Stretch. Inhale. Exhale for 5. Deep breaths in. And so really focus on that length. Let the head relax. Deep breaths in and out. 3. Deep breath in. And out. 2. One more, inhale. And exhale, left foot meets right there. Bend the knees, hop to hands. Inhale, really extend and lengthen and stretch. Exhale, fold, relax. Ground down with the feet and rise tall. Inhale, reach and lift. And exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful work. All right, while we're down here, we're just going to grab our strap. So if you don't have a strap, don't worry, I'll give you some options. So if you've got a strap, what we're going to do is we're going to take our strap around the ball of the left foot. So if you don't have a strap, you can just take these same movements without a strap. What we're going to do here is use the strap to help with our balance and stability. So left knee lifts, ball of the foot into that left foot, squeeze the core, lift. And when you're ready, we're going to kick out with that left foot. Try and focus on that balance. So the idea here is we're then going to walk the hands up the strap, and we're thinking about squeezing the core. Try to lean forward slightly and engage that right quad. So imagine you're scissoring the legs in towards each other, shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, perfect. So it's a lovely way to stretch out through the hamstrings and build strength. Working here for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 2. So hang on in there, one more breath in. And out. From there, take both straps over into the right hand, and you're going to sweep that right hand over the back like you're putting a rucksack on, and then the left hand can come around to meet it. So now we've got the top of the foot between the top of the big toes in the strap, and we're coming into this king dance. So you can see both my hands are over the head. We start to get this tricep extension. Once you've stabilized that standing leg, start to kick back with the left foot and lift, walking the hands down the strap. Thinking about keeping that standing leg really strong, so engaging that left quad. So inhale, kicking back, keeping the hips fairly neutral, and starting to open up. So almost imagine you're using the foot to open the chest here, and squeeze that left glute to lift. Perfect. So we're aiming to find space and stretch. Stabilize that standing leg for 3. Inhale. Exhale. So compared to our normal dancer, we really encourage this length in the spine. 2. Perfect. One more breath and open out through the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Take that left foot back out in front of you. And we're going to take these hand straps into the left hand, the right hand out behind us. If you prefer to take your knee at this point, feel free. What we're going to do is lift and work into the IT band, into the muscle on the outside of that right leg, squeezing the core, lift and rotate from the base of the spine. Perfect. Stretching out there. Hang on in there. Really challenge your balance and flexibility. 3. Well done. Lift, lift, lift. 2. And 1. Release. Set that left foot down, right foot down. Give that left leg a little shake. And let's work that on the other side. So flexing the right toes out, making sure you've got big toe, little toe, heel grounded. Start to find that stability in the standing leg, the right glute switched on. Starting off, we're going to take the left foot into the strap. Remember, you can take this without a strap if you need to. Strong through the core. Find that stability first, lift the left knee, and then kick out. So what I want to do is then walk the hands down the strap. Want to find this lovely length in the spine, trying to avoid leaning backwards. So remember, it's the abdominals that's going to help us with balance here. So squeeze the core, feel the crown of the head reach tall, and shoulders down the back. Well done for 5. Inhale. Exhale. 4. So we're lifting up, stretching up. Inhale, use the breath to find space. Stabilizing, using the core, scissoring the insides of the legs together. 4. So to think about that next pose, that dancer coming up in 3. You can really get it home. 2. And 1, let's go. So we're just going to move the straps into the left hand. We're then just going to sweep that left hand over our back, like we're putting on a rucksack, and the top of the foot is in that little cradle. Perfect. Taking both straps around. At this point, re-engage that standing leg, and then start to kick back with the left leg, walking the hands down the back. So here, remember, we've got dual purpose with the strap. We're aiming to stretch out through the quad, through the hip flexors. We want to find length, so don't worry about how deep that back bend is, so much as that feeling of space. Should feel like a really beautiful stretch through the underarms, the triceps. Inhale. And exhale, kicking back, stretching back. Perfect. Working there. Engage that standing leg. Think about that stability. Looking really good. Holding there for another 3. Inhale. Exhale. Really enjoy that stretch. 2. One more breath in. And out. Carefully transition. Final little element. Restabilize that standing leg. Engage the core. Taking the straps into both of the straps into the right hand, and inhale the left hand open, squeezing in the core. Inhale and exhale, twist, stretching around, deep breaths in and well done. Working here for 3. So inhale, squeeze the core and lift and twist. So we're working to the IT band, that muscle on the outside of the left leg. We're stabilizing, we're using the core here for another 2. Think about that breath. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, release. Nice job. Releasing the strap there. You might want to give those legs a little shake out. And from there, we're going to take our feet out wide. We're going to keep hold of the strap. So we're going to here work a little shoulder mobilizing exercise. So take the feet out wide, the core is engaged, glutes engaged, legs are active. You want to take the strap to a point where we're going to lift it up and over the head. You want to find a point where it's under tension, but you don't want it to be so tight as if it were here, where I'd not be able to get it over my head without bending the arms. You want to keep the arms straight all the time. So when you're ready, we're just going to inhale, lift. And exhale, open. So it's a really lovely mobilizing exercise. So lifting up, strong core, keep the legs, the quads engaged, and up. So really lifting up, finding that point where you feel like you're at the limit of your mobility. Mobility and flexibility, super important as well as strength. Taking 1 more lift up and over the head. Really stretching out there, perfect. And then come all the way up. And fold forwards. Releasing the strap while you're down there. Moving the weight into the toes. Inhale, rocking forwards. Walking the hands forwards. Lifting the hips high. And exhale, you can start to fold down, stretch down there. Engage the quads. Move the weight into the toes. Inhale. And exhale, maybe start to walk the hands out behind you. Let the head and the shoulders and the whole of the spine release. Stretch out. Inhale. Exhale. So remember, a forward fold is that sense of moving forwards. So rock the weight into the toes, lift the hips high, and then downwards. So find that beautiful release right down through the back body, through the head, through the shoulders. Taking 1 more breath in. And from there, we're just going to heel toe the feet together and come down low, finding our way into a little yogi squat. So we're thinking about lifting the heart up to the thumbs, stretching out through the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Just find that stability there. So notice how you squeeze in the core. You can lengthen the spine. Find the stability in that squat. 1 more breath in. Perfect. And out. And then from there, planting the hands, hopping the feet together, and we're coming into a little toe stand. So the lower half of the body is going to be really tight here. Squeeze the thighs together. From there, we're going to take our strap, and we're just going to place the strap over our right shoulder. Taking the right hand down onto the strap, and the left hand comes around to meet it. We're just going to pull down on the strap so you can open up through the shoulders. So I'm just going to turn around so you can see. So we're just going to draw down. If you need to come to kneeling to create more stability, feel free. Want that right elbow to stay in the air and the head to stay lifted. So we're focusing on that stretch. And of course, we're getting loads of strength and balancing work here as well. So just lifting up, stretching up through that tricep, through the shoulder for 3. Well done. Focus on that strength in the lower body. 2. And 1, release. From there, we're just going to squeeze the legs together, and we're going to have a little play with a side crow. So think about making your lower half of the body into one leg, walking the hands around. So you're going to take the left elbow to the right knee. So we're starting to work a twist. So thinking about keeping the lower half of the body in a tiny little ball, we're going to plant the right elbow down onto the right hip. The left elbow almost wants to hook under the leg. You're going to make a little shelf with the elbow and the elbows. So make sure that both elbows are hooked onto the leg. Make sure that you've got that squeeze of the legs together, and then just lean forwards and let the toes float away from the floor. So we're finding a little side crow, balancing the body on both elbows, just a little something to play with, a little low arm balance. The important thing here is to let yourself glide forwards and stay low before coming up. Awesome stuff. When you're ready, just come back through center, come into your toe stand. We'll just take that little shoulder stretch on the other side. So we're just taking the strap over the left shoulder now, taking the left hand up towards the strap and pulling the right hand down, strong through the core. Inhale and exhale. Stretching out for 3. Inhale. Exhale. So remember, we're thinking about that strength in the lower half of the body. The crown of the head stays tall. And the aim here is not necessarily to get the hands together. If they can, that's great. The aim is to stretch out through the inside of that left arm, through that left tricep, and draw the right shoulder, stretching out through the front right side of the chest. Strengthening the legs as well, working on balance. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Release. Nice job. Unraveling there. I'm going to walk the hands around. Take the elbows down onto the legs. Move the body weight forward, stretching forwards. Push the toes away and have a little plate your crow. So remember, the aim is to stay low. You want to squeeze the lower half of the body together. And what you want to avoid is this back elbow coming out loose. And you also want to avoid the sense of, if you have the hands too far away from the elbows, you're just going to fall down. So you need those elbows to be able to come under the legs. It will feel a little bit awkward, and you want to glide forward. So imagine you're almost lifting the head up. So what you want to avoid is jumping into it. You just want to push the floor away with the toes glide away, and then you float, balance your way into it. It's a balance rather than a strength pose. Awesome. From there, when you come back through center, walk your hands around and find your way to a plank position. Hands underneath the shoulders, strong through the core. Inhale, move the body weight forwards. Exhale, lower. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. I'm going to move into a little lunge sequence from here. So spreading the fingers out wide, core engaged, strong through the abs. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot rises, lift. Inhale. And exhale, land the right foot outside the hand, left foot grounds, windmill the hands up. We're moving into warrior 1 here. So steering the hips around towards the short side of the mat, slight tuck of the pelvis. Right knees over right ankle. We want to be able to squeeze the core, squeeze the glutes, ground down with the whole outer edge of that left foot. Inhale, tall, and exhale, sinking low, stretching the shoulders down the back as the crown of the head reaches tall. So we're lengthening out through the side body. Deep breath in and out. Think about really powering, lifting up this left quad. You really want to find strength there for 3. Inhale. So building strength in the legs. Keep that lunge in the front leg. 2. Just working to the hips as well. 1 more breath in. And out, interlocking the hands behind you. Inhale, arch back. And exhale, fold. Right shoulder comes inside the right knee, letting the head relax. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Move the right shoulder forward. Squeeze the heels of the hands together. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Deep breaths in. And so really feel into that breath, that strength in the breath in. And out. So the left pinky presses out, right shoulder reaches forwards, heels of the hands are squeezing together, shoulders opening. 3. Deep breath in. And out. 2. And 1. Release. Plant the hands down, twisting on the left toes, finding your way into lizard. And when you're ready, dropping that left knee down, finding our way into lizard. It might be staying up high on the hands. If it's available to you, you might be able to come down onto the elbows, dropping the hips down, stretching the chest forwards. Inhale. Exhale. So reaching long with the spine. So as the crown of the head reaches forwards, the hips drop, and you get this beautiful deep stretch down the inside of the left leg for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Walking the hands up there. From there, we're going to spin around. So the left toes are going to rise. The right butt cheek comes down to the right heel. We're facing the left side of the mat. Right knee forwards, left foot flex, moving into our surface lunge, our Skandasana. If you need to keep the hands down, feel free. If you can, we're going to plant the feet and lift up with the arms. So the feet are stabilizing this pose, the core is stabilizing the pose, and we're challenging our balance. So similar to that toe stand we've already practiced, we're using the strength of the abs to lift the torso, and we're finding grounding through the legs. Deep breath in and out. Lovely big stretch down the inside of that left leg as well for 3. Deep inhale. Exhale. 2. And 1. Plant both hands, rock into center, turn the toes out, send the hips low, and then rise up with torso, moving into goddess. Inhale. And exhale, sink down, slightly tuck the pelvis, shoulders down the back, letting the knees move backwards towards the pinky toes. Inhale. Exhale for 3. So we're finding this really lovely, strong horse riding pose. Shoulders are soft, powering to the legs. 2. Well done. One more breath in. And from there, straighten both legs. Turn the toes so the right foot faces forwards, got heel to inner arch alignment, both legs are straight. Engage the muscles, legs, inhale, reach forward, lengthen forwards, and finishing off this little sequence, windmilling the hands open, triangle pose. Triangle pose, we're pressing really hard with both feet into the mat, lifting that left leg, hand high, right hand comes to the earth, core is engaged, shoulders are soft, perfect. Remember, you're trying to avoid leaning forwards, but imagine there's one long line right down from this top hand to shoulder, and we're aiming to stretch out through the side body and through the inside of the leg. Make sure you're not collapsing down with the torso, squeezing the glutes, holding there. 3, inhale. Exhale, 2. Soft shoulders, one more breath in. And out, floating up. Perfect. Windmill the hands and find your way back to plank. Inhale, high plank. Exhale to lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in. And from there, left foot rises. Inhale. And exhale, left foot lands outside left hand. Whole right foot grounds. Rise on up. And find your way back into warrior 1. So working the same sequence on the other side. So warrior 1, we want that left knee to stack over left ankle, and we want to steer the hips around. If you need to take this back foot shorter and wider to give yourself space, feel free. Inhale, reaching up tall, and exhale, sinking down low, thinking about squeezing the glutes, thinking about lifting that right quad. Remember, that back leg is really strong. As the shoulders soften, the heart reaches tall. Inhale. Exhale. There's so much going on in a warrior 1. We're really powering into the legs, into the glutes. It is quite a tricky pose, but so beneficial. Opening through the hips as well. Working here another 3. Inhale. Exhale. Looking good. 2. Perfect. One more breath in. And from there, interlock the hands behind you. Arch back. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Left shoulder comes inside left knee. Thinking about powering into the outer edge of that right foot, drawing the left knee inside. The left shoulder inside the left knee, squeezing the heels of the hands together, head relaxes, inhale. Exhale. Working here, thinking about that power in the legs, thinking about squeezing the core. Remember, our humble warrior, just gently pushing that left knee open, using the left shoulder. We keep pressing the right foot backwards as the left shoulder reaches forward, squeeze the heels of the hands together, opening through the chest for 3, inhale. Exhale, think about that breath, 2. One more breath in. And out. Both hands plant. Right foot scooches back. Right knee comes down, coming into lizard. Left knee over left ankle. You're very welcome to stay there. If you'd like to come on down onto the forearms, rock on. If you'd like to take any other adjustments, feel free. Remember, you can always take a brick underneath the hands if you want an intermediate option. We're just aiming to let this pelvis drop, and from there the whole of the spine stretch and lengthen. Inhale. Exhale. And the head and the shoulders relax for 3. So deep breaths in and out, using this time to slow down. 2. One more, inhale. Exhale. From there, walking the hands up, and we're twizzling around. Left knee comes forwards, right toes extend, stretching out down the inside of the right leg, and inhale, hands rise up. So we're finding length. So the left butt cheek is coming down to the left heel, right toes rise, soft the shoulders, inhale. Exhale. So into our Skandasana, that same sense as our toe stand. We're using the strength of the core, remember, for stabilization. We're also working into the legs, into that left quad. And it's a really lovely stretch out down the inside of the right leg. Working here for 3. Inhale. Oh, find that balance. Find a spot to focus on. 2. Goddess is next. And 1, plant the hands, rock through center. Turn both toes out, send the hips low and rise up tall. Inhale. Exhale, sink down, squeeze the glutes, draw the knees back towards the ankles, the shoulders, soft. Inhale. Exhale. So goddess pose, our horse riding stance, opening through the hips, really powerful for the legs. Nice work. Working here. 3. Inhale. Exhale, sinking down. 2, almost there. 1 more breath in. And out, power into the legs, stretch up, and then twist the toes to face the front of the mat, taking the arms wide. Heels are in a arch alignment, left foot forwards, right foot to long side of the mat, engage the core, inhale, engage the glutes, lean forwards, and then whenever you reach your limit, windmilling the hands open. Remember, you're trying to open the body out, so try not to lean forwards, keep that pressure into the outer edge of that back foot, try not to collapse down, but to feel that sense of rotating, of opening out space, so we stretch out on the sides of the body, beautiful stuff, in and out. Feeling that length through the chest, through the inside of the left leg for 3. Deep, full breaths in. And we're going to move into our hips and hammies next. 2. Perfect. 1 more breath in. And out. Perfect. Windmill the hands. Find your way back to plank. Use the toes, move the body weight forwards. Lower through low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Strong core, hips are high. Left foot rises. Inhale. And exhale, left foot lands behind the left wrist, right knee, ankle, hips slide out behind you. So we're thinking about squaring the hips, lifting up with the chest, inhale. And exhale, folding forward, stretching forwards. Deep breaths in. And out. So it should feel like a really lovely juicy stretch right down the back and side of that left leg. Try not to lean too heavily onto that left hip, but try and keep the weight evenly distributed. Inhaling. And exhaling. If you need to use a brick under that left hip or under the forehead, if it's comfortable to come on down, whatever feels good. Just going to breathe into the hips here. Take a moment for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more breath in. And out. From there, walking the hands up. Left hand under the chest, right foot lifts. And take the hands around towards that right foot. Drawing the right heel in towards the bum. Stretching into that right quad. Shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale. So we're just drawing that right heel in if we can. Stretching in, finding that lovely quad stretch. Shoulders back for 3. Deep breath in. And out. 2. And 1. Release. Drop the left hip down. We're going to take the right foot over the left knee. Ground down with both sit bones. Hug the left knee and inhale. And exhale. Windmill the right hand around. So we're finding this beautiful stretch down the right core side of the leg. Down the right glute. Inhale. And exhale. Twist. Stretch. Drawing the shoulders back. Inhale to lift and extend. Exhale to twist. Working here for 3. So ground down with the sit bones, with the hips. Find that height, that length. Draw around. 2. 1 more breath in. And out. Come back through center. From there, we're just going to find the sit bones. Take the peace sign fingers to the big toes. Squeeze the core. And start to kick out, lengthen out. Finding a bound boat. Thinking about squeezing in the core. Drawing the shoulders back. Drawing the chest forwards. Finding that lovely stability work in there for 3. Inhale. Exhale, lift up, so we're opening through the hamstrings. You can hold around the backs of the legs if you need to. 2, 1, and release. Keep the legs exactly where they are, holding there. 3, squeeze the core, lift, perfect. 2, and 1 across the legs, fine plank. Inhale, exhale to lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Squeeze the core, lengthen, extend. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Moving on to our second side. Right foot rises. Inhale. And exhale. Right knee behind right wrist. Looking over your left shoulder. Left knee, ankle, hips slide out behind you. Thinking about squaring the hips. Finding that height. Make sure if you need to place any bricks or anything under that right hip, feel free. The weight is even. And when you're ready, maybe starting to fold forwards, relax forwards. Breathing and relaxing in and out there. Deep stretch into the outside of the right leg. Slow breaths in. And another 3, 2, and 1. Walking the hands up. From there, we're going to plant the right hand underneath the chest, stick a brick under that right hip if you need to, taking the left hand to the left foot, and just drawing that left heel in towards the bum, keeping the chest lifted. We're aiming to find that stretch, the front left side of the leg, so the left quad. Inhale, exhaling, perfect. So we're stretching into the quad now. Deep breaths in, and out the same muscle we've already opened up in Dancer for 3, full steady breaths, 2, and 1. Release down there, dropping the right hip down, left foot sweeps around, grounding now with the left big toe with both sit bones. Inhale, reach, and exhale, twist, drawing the heel into the thigh in towards the inside of the tummy into the inside of the thigh. Inhale, and exhale, twist, shoulders relaxing, stretching out there. Well done for 3. Inhale, exhale. So really feel about that mobilization right from the lower back, stretching out. 2, 1 more breath in, and releasing there. From there, we're just going to swing both legs out in front of us and take the legs out wide, coming to a wide leg forward fold. So taking the legs out wide, shimmying the sit bones onto the mat if you need to. It's quite useful just to actively move the butt out of the way. Inhale, and exhale, start to gently fold forwards. It's going to be here a little while, so just take it easy, thinking about inhaling. And exhale, gently moving the body weight forwards. So use the breath here. Inhale, extend, reach forwards with the breath. Exhale, relax and fold. Perfect. Working here for 5. Inhale. Exhale. So we're just letting yourself be slow here. So the aim is to really just gently move forwards, feeling that stretch down the inside of the left hip, of the hips, and through the backs of the legs. Get into the lower back as well. Another 3. Inhale. This is going to help us with our next pose. 2. 1 more breath in. And from there, we're going to walk the hands up, and we're going to plant the feet down onto the outer edges of the mat. Coming up high on the toes, we're going to take a little play with Firefly. So we're going to send the hips down low, so the feet are wide. We're going to shimmy the shoulders down and take the hands outside the feet. So you want the hands to be facing forwards outside of the feet. From there, we're just going to drop the insides of the legs onto the upper arms, point the toes, and we're moving into Firefly. So this does require quite a lot of hamstring flexibility. So the aim here is to eventually start to lift the legs out long. So just working towards it. We're thinking about the hips coming low. So it's almost like you're about to plant your hands on the outside of the feet. So we're taking that distance. From there, it's a bit of a seesawing motion as you find that balance point for you. So very similar to a crow, you need to imagine you're looking forwards and find that balance point. Squeeze the core as the legs move forwards and the feet move back. So that is the beginnings of our Firefly pose. So if you're not quite there with Firefly, or if you want to practice that similar type of movement, you also could have a little play with a crow pose. Similar idea, we're taking the feet out wide, the elbows underneath the knees, and then from there you can just glide forwards into our baby crow, 1 foot lifts, other foot lifts. And it's worth practicing this alongside our Firefly because it's that same sense of just letting the body weight balance. So you're finding that balance between the forwards and backwards movement, and as you seesaw yourself and the weight of the body and different parts of the body on the arms. So Firefly, very similar. We're sinking down low. So as with our crow, the important thing is we get this connection so that the legs can come onto the arms, and then it's about finding that movement forwards as you squeeze the core and balance that out. Awesome stuff. When you're ready, let's come on down. So that's our Firefly float pose. Nice work. When you're ready, come on down, all the way down, rolling down to lie on your back. And we'll take our final few stretches. Left leg extends, hug in with the right knee. Inhale. And exhale, twist. Taking the right arm out wide, drawing the right knee across the chest. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders relaxing, deep breaths in. And so letting the shoulders relax, the spine unravel for 3. Inhale. Exhale. 2. 1 more breath in. And coming back through center there. Right leg extends, hugging with left. Inhale. And exhale. Drawing the left knee across, drawing the left arm out wide. Inhaling. Exhaling. So feeling that beautiful mobilization through the spine. Letting the left side shoulder release down. Deep, full inhales. Exhales, well done. For 3. Deep breaths in and out. 2. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Through center. Give yourself a little squeeze, a little stretch. And from there, taking the hands to the knees, drawing some big sweeping circles with the knees away from each other. Towards each other. And then taking a happy baby. Peace sign fingers around the big toes. And have a little wiggle out, a little stretch out. Lower back down towards the floor. Stretching into the hips. Inhale. Exhale. Well done for 3. So really full breath in and out. 2. And 1. From there, stretching out long with the arms, with the legs. Having a full body yawn. Inhale. And exhale, relax. Release head and shoulders and hips and feet. Just taking 1 more deep breath in and stretching, having a little wiggle. Inhale. And exhale, relax completely. If you need to take any little adjustments to feel free, take whatever final position you know you enjoy. It could be soles of the feet together or knees knocking in. Lying on your tummy on your side. Anywhere at all, you can just chill out. And taking a final few really deep breaths in. And really full inhales. Exhales. For 3. 2. 1 more inhale. And exhale. From there, give yourself a little squeeze, a little wiggle. And from there, rock up to seated. Perfect. Ground down with the sit bones. When you're ready, inhale, rise tall. And exhale, hands to heart. Taking a final deep breath in. And out. And thanks for joining, everyone. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Well done. Thank you.
Namaste.